It's a terrible idea. I mean, you can't tell a police officer now from Mr. Smiley, children's entertainer, can you? It's absolutely crazy. And I think quite the opposite of being, of sort of encouraging and giving confidence to the public. This is just going to wind people up. I'm wound up just seeing it. There's got to come a point eventually, you know, when people are going to start defacing.
Why does that wind you up? We're looking at one now. Why does it wind you up?
Okay, it winds me up because it tells me precisely what their political stance is when it comes to the contentious matter of LGBT politics, in exactly the same way that if they had a card that said "Build Back Better" or "For the Many, Not the Few," we would know precisely what their politics were, and that's why it's entirely wrong. The fact that they've chosen the rainbow speaks entirely about the LGBT community, and of course LGBT crime is rising, but it's rising from a very, very low starting point. Whereas if they were really serious about hate crime, they would be talking about the knife crimes that happen on an almost daily basis in our capital. They'd be talking about the three women that are killed every single week in our country, but they're not. They're only interested in this as a political campaign. It's got nothing to do with crime. This is all about separating the sheep from the goats when it comes to ideology. If you are not fully paid up to Stonewall, if you're not fully paid up to trans ideology, then they are criminalizing you. And they're doing it, one, because the police are now political ideologues, and two, because it's easy. It's so much easier to police pronouns than it is to actually tackle real crime. And that's why I'm against it. And that's why when I see one of these police cars, I shall simply laugh. I shall simply laugh, because the alternative would be to deface it. And I'm not as yet a criminal.